If you're hearing this, don't treat it like a story. I wish I had, because if you've ever woken up in the middle of the night and felt like someone was watching you, this might explain why. My name is Ethan Cole, and everything I'm about to tell you started with a job I should have refused. In the winter of 2021, I took a temporary maintenance job at an old apartment complex just outside of Portland, Oregon. The place was called Black Ridge Apartments. 4 floors, 40 units, built in the early 70s. Half of it was occupied, the other half sealed off. At least that's what I was told. The landlord, Mr. Grayson, was a quiet man. Didn't make eye contact much. Didn't like questions. When I asked him why half the building was closed, he just said, water damage, structural issues. Stay on the occupied side. That was it. No details. My shift started at 6 p.m. and ended at 6 a.m. Night work, fixing leaks, checking wiring, basic stuff. The first few nights were uneventful, too quiet. Even for a place like that, residents barely spoke. They kept their heads down, doors closed, lights off early, like everyone was trying not to be noticed. On my 4th night, I got my first complaint. Unit ke-214, a woman named Lovra. She said she kept hearing footsteps above her ceiling, slow, dragging, every night, around 2 a.m. I checked the building layout. There was no unit above 214, just a sealed floor. I told her it was probably pipes. Old building noise. She didn't argue, but the look on her face said she didn't believe me. At exactly 2:03 a.m. that night, I heard it too. I was in the hallway outside 210, and above me, something moved. Slow footsteps, heavy, deliberate. I looked up at the ceiling, then at the stairwell door, the one that led to the sealed floor. It was slightly open. I was sure it had been locked before. I walked toward it, pushed it open. The air changed instantly. Cold, still, heavy. The lights upstairs didn't work, just darkness. I should have turned back. I didn't. I used my flashlight and stepped onto the sealed floor. Dust covered everything. Thick, undisturbed, except there were footprints. Fresh, leading down the hallway. I followed them. Slowly, trying to keep my breathing steady. They stopped in front of Unit 37. The door was slightly open. I pushed it inside. The apartment looked abandoned. Furniture covered in sheets, walls stained, windows boarded. But something was wrong. There was a sound, breathing, coming from the bedroom. I stepped closer, each step louder than the last. The bedroom door was closed. I reached for the handle, paused, then opened it. The room was empty, but the closet door was moving slowly, like something inside had just touched it. I froze, then it creaked open on its own. Inside, there was nothing, just darkness. Then I heard it, right behind me. A whisper. "You're not supposed to be here!" I turned. Nothing. But the door to the apartment was now closed. I didn't remember closing it. The handle started to turn, slowly. From the outside, someone or something was trying to get in. Then it stopped. Silence. I didn't wait. I ran out of the apartment, down the hallway, back to the stairs. As I reached the stairwell, I heard footsteps behind me, not running, walking, slow, steady, following me. I slammed the stairwell door shut and locked it. The next morning I told Mr. Grissom everything. He didn't look surprised. He just said, "Stay off that floor." That night, Laura from 214 came to me again. She looked worse. Pale. Exhausted. She said the footsteps weren't just above her anymore. They were inside her walls. That same night, at 2:03 a.m., the power went out. Complete darkness. Then, every apartment door on the floor opened at the same time. I heard it one by one. Click, 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 qual, all of them. Except mine. Then, footsteps. Not one set, many. Moving through the hallway. Stopping outside each door. Listening. Waiting. Then stopping outside mine. The handle didn't move, but I felt it. Something standing there. Right on the other side. Breathing. Slow. Like it was deciding something. Then it moved on. The next morning, Laura was gone. Her apartment was empty. No sign of her. No record she had ever lived there. I checked the system myself. Nothing. That's when I realized something was very wrong. I went back to the sealed floor. This time during the day. Unit K307. I had to know. Inside the apartment, everything was the same. Except for one thing. On the wall in the bedroom, there were marks, tallies, hundreds of them, scratched into the paint. And next to them, names, dozens of names. One of them was Laura, and underneath it, a fresh mark, like it had just been added. That's when I heard it again. Behind me, you came back. I didn't turn around. I already knew. I ran, left the building, never went back. A week later, I tried to look up Blackridge Apartments online. There was nothing. No address, no records. Like it never existed. But sometimes, late at night, I still hear footsteps above me, slow, dragging, and getting closer every single night.